Kodak? What's up, Kodak? What's up, Kodak? It's time to come out. Come on, right here. Come here, Kodak. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Kodak? What's up, Kodak? How'd you do today? Oh, I see some pee there, Kodak. I see some pee right there. What else? Other than that, some more pee right there. Poop on this one. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. What is going on, you guys? I hope you're all having an embraceful day. Starting off my morning pretty early. What, Kodak? You crying? You want to say it too? Kodak. Say it. Good boy. Yeah, you did. You told them. Yeah. Starting off my morning, taking Kodak to the backyard, see if he needs to pee or poop before I give him food. I woke up a little bit later today at 6. I usually wake up at 5:30 because he's usually crying by then. But I stayed up with him a little bit later last night. That way he can sleep in so I can sleep in a little bit more. But he woke up at 6, so I only slept like 30 minutes more. But doesn't look like he needs to pee. You wanna go eat already? You wanna go eat already? I've been starting to feed Kodak a little bit more hard food, little by little. He's starting to get used to it, so hopefully by next week, I'll be able to switch over. As many of you guys know, I usually do my recording during the weekends, and I don't really have much time to film like a full video, or at least a decent amount of footage for a video on the weekdays. But I did compile a couple footages with Kodak that he was learning. He started having his ears up and stuff like that, so I'm gonna put that in the vlog right now while I go clean his pee that he peed on the concrete, which he wasn't supposed to, but he'll learn. He'll get potty trained pretty soon. So I just woke up this morning, I'm feeding Kodak, and for the first time I finally just realized that he has his ear up. I don't think he had it like that yesterday, but he finally has one ear up. The other one is like halfway up, so I just wanted to capture that moment. I don't know if you guys will be, or you can kind of tell right there, but I'll wait till he finishes eating and I'll show you guys. It looks pretty funny. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to get the ears when they're already down, when they're still down, because I like the look of when they have one ear up and one ear down. I don't know, it's just me, personal preference. Today is November 13th and he finally has one ear up, one ear down. You're so cute, Kodak. You're so cute. You're so cute. I think he's barely starting to learn to give the paw. Kodak, sit. Paw. Good boy. See, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Kodak, sit. Paw. Good boy. He stood up a little bit, but that's how you learn, huh? Good boy. You're a good boy, Kodak. Come on. Get it. 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 Play with the rabbit? Wanna play with the rabbit? Today is November 14th and Kodak has his both ears up already. Look at him. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Man, he's growing up so fast. It was just yesterday he only had one ear up and one ear down. Now today, the next morning, both ears up. So it's been several hours later. It's currently 3 o'clock already since the last clip that you guys saw. My dad ended up telling me that we were gonna go paint a Heber house, which is my grandma's house that we rent out for people. And since the people that were renting it moved out, we're refurbishing the house, which I didn't know about, but that's what I had to go do right now. And sun's already gonna be going down in a couple of hours, in about like 2 hours, because right now it's currently 3 o'clock. Sun goes down like about 5 already since the time change and whatnot. But I mean, we gotta deal with what the time we have. So if we have to, we'll probably keep on making this video until tomorrow, but we'll try and get as far as we can with it. But yeah, let's get started. So as many of you guys know, I made this piece out of carbon fiber, which is the center bezel piece that goes right here around the shifter. And what I want to do in today's project, I want to get rid of this plastic piece, this white piece that you guys see right here. I want to get rid of it. I want to put some LEDs inside like this center console piece and be able to control it Bluetooth, so I can turn on the lights and all this is going to shine up. That's the plan at least. So I'm going to make it out of plexiglass, take the shape out of this, put it onto here, and get a good nice LED effect. Hopefully it looks good. I think I'm going to might as well take off this other piece right here. That's the center console where the cup holder goes. I'll probably be doing this piece next for carbon fiber. And I mean, while we're here, might as well let's just take it off. Now that I got this center piece taken off, some of you guys have asked me how I got the LEDs inside these cup holders, and I'm going to show you guys that. This is the button for that, which is, I just wired it to a positive and a ground to this button. Whatever the button needed, that's what I got, and to the LEDs, of course. I mean, it's pretty a hack job, I guess you could say. It's held on by like zip ties, as you guys can tell. Put like washers, an LED thing right there, just a LED bulb. I didn't even put like a strip or whatnot. And then since I made holes, and if I were to spill like water inside these cup holders, I didn't want the LED. Why is it so blurry? I didn't want the LED to like go out and whatnot because of that water, create a shortage or something like that. So I put that hot glue that you see right there. So it's pretty hacked, as you guys can tell, but that's how I did it. I just wired it up like that. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all. But since I'm no longer going to be running LEDs inside these cup holders, I can already take off the switch. I can take off the LEDs and all that. I'm not really going to be needing it anymore. The good thing is that I have everything running from the, when we installed the, whatchamacallit, let me see if you guys can see. We installed these strips right here, the LED strips, the RGB ones. I put a harness. The harness is in here, which I'm going to be changing that one out to Bluetooth, because the one that I have right now is controlled by this remote, but I bought a Bluetooth one, so we'll be swapping that out as well. So it'll be controlled by underneath. The RGB lights will be the same color as what I'm going to have right here, so it should be good. That LED is destroyed. Look at that. Destroyed. Good thing I'm not going to be needing it. Just some good carbon fiber plating. Now this piece is semi clean now. I just needed to take off this cap by unspringing that spring that's right there, and we should be good. This should be ready. Actually, I need to pull this part off. I think since it is plastic welded onto here, I'm gonna have to unweld those. I probably won't be putting it back on. I mean, there's no need for it. It's already all bent up and ripped and whatnot, so that I don't really need. So I never knew what the function was for this, and now that I'm pulling this off, I see that there's like a spring type thing. So I don't know what that's for. If any of you guys know, or those of you that have an automatic and know what this is for, let me know, because I don't know what that's for. So I got this all open, and now it's making me think, if I were to put the plexiglass over this, you're still going to be able to see this part that's right here. Unless I paint it, it's going to make it look a little bit nicer, yes. That'll be the only thing, but I might have to try and remove this. Hopefully it doesn't affect the way that the gear, the automatic transmission, puts it into gear. So, I don't know, I might have to pull the whole center console out so I can take a better look what's in here. But I was thinking, if that doesn't end up working out, I'll probably end up putting this back in, cut this off. I won't have the lettering that's right there. I won't have that in here anymore, and maybe I can like engrave, like with the plexiglass, I'll have it behind here, but I'll have something engraved on here. So I don't know, just if this, the way that I want to do it doesn't work. But I am going to try my best to make it work, because the whole entire square, having a plexiglass would be badass. I think, at least. If not, I mean, this one wouldn't look that bad either. just trimming this off, and then making that out of plexiglass and whatnot. But we'll see. Take off the center console, take off the waterfall, get everything exposed, and hopefully we can figure it out. So I got the center console. I don't know if you want to call it the actual center console, because the center console is the middle piece that goes here. I guess you could say the outer center console. Whatever. I got the outer center console out. As you guys can tell, it's right here. I didn't really show it on video for you guys, but if you did miss the last video, I did post a individual video on how to remove it. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave a card annotation on the top right corner. Click it if you want to watch it. But other than that, we got the center console out. Now we freed up all the space we need right here in order to see what we can remove and what we can't remove. So it looks like there's not much that I can remove. I could remove this top layer piece, which is going to free up maybe half an inch or maybe a quarter of an inch of space. But I think what I might do, because if I do just end up putting plexiglass, you'll be able to see all of this right here, which I'll probably, no, I was going to say I'll probably end up painting it, but probably not. What I could do is put another sheet of ABS plastic all the way around here, do the same design as this, but it's not gonna look like as rigid as this, like all these little spaces and whatnot. So I'll be able to have a flat sheet of ABS plastic. I can sticker bomb it, I can put whatever I want underneath it, and the plexiglass will be on top. That's what I think the plan is gonna be for now. I don't know if there's gonna be any other way that I could remove this whole entire thing and still keep the functionality of this not moving, or yeah, because I think this is the only thing you can take apart. It's just the top piece and the bottom. If you want to take out the whole entire thing, you would have to unscrew these 4 screws that are all around. So I'm going to try and mock up these, assemble the bezel that goes around the shifter, and then I'm going to kind of go from there and see what we can do. I got the bezel assembled and this piece looks so good. I think I'm going to end up putting a button right here where the cigarette lighter is going to be, but I do have to probably put like a piece of ABS plastic on the back and then screw the appropriate hole size in here. But man, does that look good. So I'm just going to mock this up. Probably need to put on neutral. And just see where I can put it. So I got the bezel piece sitting where it needs to be, but I think this one, it's because there's like 3 little spikes that are right here, and it sits a lot higher than this bezel piece. And the reason for that is because this other piece, this one, since it does have a decent amount of like space, probably like an inch, like it would stick out an inch higher than here. So we might have to remove this top piece, which it is doable. I can remove the top piece, it won't be a problem. And I don't think this would be a problem either, even though I don't know what this piece does, but you're still able to push it even without the spring if you take out the spring. So I don't know, I might just take off this piece, put the ABS plastic sheet, the black one, we can sticker bomb it, and then put the plexiglass over it. So I got this piece taken off, and this is the only piece that I can't take off. As you guys can tell, this is where the spring would sit, and it would be able to push this piece back up. But I mean, if I were to push it down, it still pushes itself back up. So I don't really think I need it. I mean, there's just like play, but the play doesn't really matter because when I push it down, it pushes back up. I mean, so I don't know. I'll probably run it like that for now. I will probably be, I don't know if I want to put a black piece of ABS plastic over this, or maybe I'll just paint this piece white. There's not much that the ABS plastic will do, so I don't know. Probably just be painting this piece white. I'm just gonna make sure, test fit the bezel piece back onto here and just make sure that it is gonna clear everything right here. This piece might still be a little bit of a problem, but it does still push it in if you were to put the plexiglass over right here. Got the bezel in. As you guys can tell, it sits like perfectly flush onto here, so probably putting the plexiglass into here it'll probably be pushing it down just a little bit, which I don't really think this is gonna affect anything. Pretty sure it's not gonna affect anything, but we should be good. As you guys can tell, there's a decent amount of space, probably like a full 1.5 inches that I can do here. So probably just be painting this piece, and then the whole plexiglass is gonna go around the whole thing. So it should look pretty good. The only thing is that because I'm taking this piece off, these screws that you see right here are the ones that hold the outer center console, the side ones, like together. So I don't know, I might have to make like a small little bracket on the side so that connects to there, depending if it wobbles or not. But I guess we'll figure it out, because these are the mounting brackets for those pieces, so they wouldn't like wobble on the side. We'll find out once we put it on, but for now we're gonna focus on getting this plexiglass onto the centerpiece. Now I just gotta figure out the shape from here. I'll probably just flip it around here and just outline it onto this piece. This is the plexiglass. It already has protective like layer on it, but I just wanted to make it easier to draw, so I just put tape on here. So I'm just gonna put this here, draw it there, and then take the measurements from the back. From here out, I think it was like 4 inches, and then across was like 5.5 or something like that. But once I get this drawn, I'll be able to make better measurements. So I got the shape cut out, but unfortunately this top one, I rounded it out too much. It fits perfectly the same, except for up here I cut way too much. Sucks. I'm gonna have to do this one again, just because of this one. I don't like how it looks. It looks too fat compared to this one. Oh, freaking bee. I think it stung me. Ah. Anyways, as you guys can tell, this one looks a lot smaller than that. This is way too fat. So I'm gonna have to buy another piece of plexiglass and do it all over again. This is pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to try and get the shape. I mean, I got the one down here pretty good. As you guys can tell, I mean, it lines up pretty decent. There's still a little bit more that I could trim off, but overall, I mean, it's pretty good down here, except for up here. It'd be so much easier if I could find someone to do like a laser cut. It would be so much easier. Like, they can measure this out, get it perfectly cut out. But unfortunately, I don't have the money to buy a machine, or I don't know someone that can do it. I got this new one cut out, as you guys can tell, and it looks pretty identical if you ask me. Just right here, it gets a little bit weird. It doesn't sit like, well, let me show you guys. Except for where my thumb is at, as you guys can tell, I cut a little too much, but I don't really think that's gonna make a difference. I mean, it doesn't really look that bad. That shape looks pretty darn good. So I'm gonna try and get the measurements to cut this square out around here. That way we can glue it onto the back of the bezel piece where the shifter goes, and then we're gonna test fit it and see. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it fits good. So I got the piece fitting pretty good. I am super happy right now. Look at this. Bam, 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 bam. The plexiglass didn't even move once. So it fits perfect into the bezel of the shifter. So I'm super happy and stoked that it's actually fitting. I'm so stoked right now. So whenever I glue this piece onto the bezel, I need to make sure that it's fully like locked onto the right side, because I had to shave it down, and the way that it fit was I had to keep shaving it until it moved it to the right. That's just basically how I came about to doing it. But I mean, it's finally cut into place. So it's getting pretty late already, and the good thing is that I fully have this installed. I know I'm not gonna get to installing the LEDs that's gonna make that shine, the RGB, the Bluetooth controller, and all that. I'll probably do it in another video. But overall, I mean, look, it doesn't even want to focus because it's so clear. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks so good. This is kind of how it's going to look. This is one LED. This was the LED that shines the prindle on the automatic. But it's gonna kind of look like that. That's gonna look freaking sick. It's gonna look so sick. And this is just one LED. That one's an LED strip. That's gonna look badass. Hell yeah. I want to get used to posting videos what I get done in a day. I've been usually trying to complete a project which could take about a week. Then I put everything together into one video. But I feel like to give you guys a lot more content, I'm just going to upload what I can in one day, upload that, and then the next day I'll continue it, or whatever other project comes up. The reason I'm going to like uploading what I do in one day is because I'll be able to have your guys' feedback. Because say once I upload this video, I'm probably not going to even be starting the LED work, so I'll be able to get your guys' advice on what I could do. If you guys like this idea, or if you guys don't like this idea, if you would prefer me going back to this idea but just putting like a plexiglass in here and putting like my put the Embrace logo in here. I don't know, I can do other sorts of things, and I would really like your guys' input, which is why I'm kind of resulting into uploading what I can in one day. But hopefully you guys like that. You guys would get a lot more videos, a lot more content, of course. But I'm pretty sure I'm still going to get some people that are not going to like that. They prefer one complete video at a time. But nonetheless, it is getting pretty dark. I am going to be ending it pretty soon. But since this piece is going to be scratching up the plexiglass, because I mean, look at that. It's already gotten pretty darn dirty in here. I'm probably going to be ceramic coating this plexiglass. That way it prevents and gets minimal scratches, because the plexiglass does scratch really easily, especially if you have dirt in here and you're wiping it with a rag or whatnot. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this piece that goes right here, this one, and I'm going to be placing this one. I'll be cutting a hole in the plexiglass right on there. That way it's hitting onto this, and then it's not going to scratch the plexiglass, and you won't be able to see the scratch plexiglass. I got glue in the back of that little cap. It's kind of drying right now, but I ended up like scratching the plexiglass with the Dremel, because this part spins, also this part spins, and as I was dremeling with this piece, I didn't pay attention to where this bottom piece was touching, because you guys can tell it's kind of like the same like roundness. So as I was going down with this one, this bottom one was scraping right there. As you guys can tell, those couple little scrapes that are right there, there's like 4 of them. So that kind of sucks. I'm hoping they'll buff out. If not, I'll probably be putting like a logo right here. Maybe I'll plan on doing something like that, but for now this is how it's gonna stay with those scratches there. And it's pretty dirty. I tried cleaning it and you guys can tell, look, it's already scratching up, which kind of sucks. And I still haven't even put the ceramic coating on here, hoping it'll buff out all these little scratches. So I ended up removing the little square thing right here. I don't know, I just didn't end up liking it. I was thinking maybe I'll just cut like a piece of black ABS plastic and put it around there, maybe just leave it like that. But I ran into another issue. When I pulled that off, it left a little bit of residue, and I couldn't take off that residue with this is like a waterless wash that I have in here. So I ended up using the prep spray, and since I used the prep spray, I don't know, it kind of like took the color away from the plexiglass. So I don't know if that was a mistake of me. I shouldn't have used this prep spray, which is grease and wax remover. I know it hurts, kind of like the clear coats, like the clear coat when I use the can clear coat. When it's like the actual car clear coat, it doesn't really hurt it as much. But this one, I don't know what happened to it. I might have to take it off and resand it, but I'm not going to be doing that right now because it is pretty dark out and it's pretty late already. So I'm not going to be doing this right now. I'll probably do it in another video. So I don't know what the heck happened right here. It's kind of pushing me into the direction of going back to this piece, just leaving this off, put like a logo right here. This is going to be open, this is going to be white, and yeah, I don't know. And I mean, if I do go this route, there's not going to be that much LED showing. So if I go this route, what I'm going to end up doing is, since this piece on the outer center console that goes onto there, since this piece that's right here fits like by where my feet, I might just cut out kind of like a gusset type look right here, put plexiglass on there, so when the LEDs shine, it'll shine a little bit from the shift. What's up, Kodak? What's up, buddy? It'll shine a little bit from the bezel for the shifter, and it'll be shining in through here, some like a gusset type thing. Maybe it'll just be like a big oval right here, or multiple circles. I don't know, I'm not sure. Or maybe I could just put like a design, or I don't know. I can put whatever I want. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think I should do. Should I just keep on going with this clear plexiglass type look and still do the gusset type thing with this, or should I go back to this piece, put like a logo in on this piece where the Prindle used to be, and still do a gusset type thing? I think I'll do gusset type thing no matter what, but let me know what you guys think. Should I go with the plexiglass look, or should I go back to this piece? So I actually ended up sanding it down. As you guys can tell, it's super foggy. It just needs to buff out, but these scratches are still there. They're pretty deep, so I might just do a design right there. Just keep that in mind when you guys are voting, whether to do it this way or to do it that way. This one, I think I will always be able to sand it down, re-clear it, and polish it out. So I don't know, you guys pick. Thank you guys so much for watching, guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out and embrace yourself.